Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am going to be sharing with you guys my top must-have, most used kitchen essentials. If you guys are new around here, my name is Becca. I'm a registered dietitian. I'm very passionate about nutrition and intuitive eating, but I'm also very passionate about cooking as many meals at home with real food, regular ingredients for my family and for myself as much as possible. But I am also a busy mom. I have 2 little girls. I work full-time. I have a lot on my plate. So I totally understand the struggle of trying to get a healthy meal, especially for dinner, on the table every single night. So I'm gonna share with you guys kind of like my minimalist, pared down, all of my absolute kitchen essentials that I use pretty much every single day to cook, in hopes that this will help you if you are maybe newer to cooking, you just don't really know what to buy, or you feel like you have a bunch of stuff that you don't really use and you really just want to like pare it down to the essentials. I really hope that this video will guide you in your choices, because these are the things that I reach for every single day. Okay, so we are just going to dive right in. So the very first thing that I use on a daily basis, if not twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day, and that is a cast iron skillet. So I have this smaller one. I also have a bigger one that I'll show you in a second. But we do not use any nonstick, any Teflon, anything like this in our house, because a lot of the times they contain chemicals, PFOAs, I believe, along with other ingredients that can be toxic to the body. Now, there have actually been like some products that have come out since then that are non-stick, that are like more natural. I just haven't tried them because I just love cooking on cast iron. I'm a total cast iron convert. I actually have an entire video on how to use cast iron, how to season it, how to care for it, and also my like top tips how to make sure things don't actually stick to it, because when we're used to cooking with non-stick and then we switch to cast iron, they don't operate the exact same way. There's a couple things you want to do, very simple, but a couple things that you want to do and keep in mind before you start cooking on it to make sure that it doesn't stick. I never have food stick to my cast iron skillets. It's a non-issue for me. They're just a really great, durable cooking like pan or skillet. They're incredible for heat conduction. You get a really nice, even cooking. And if you take care of them, they will last you like generations. So I have this one. This is a Le Creuset, which is a higher end option, and it has, I mean, you can tell it's well loved. It was like enamel coating on the bottom, and then it's cast iron. The actual skillet is cast iron. And then this is my other cast iron skillet. I believe this is a 12-inch. I think the other one is 9-inch, and this is by the brand Lodge. This is a much more affordable brand. This is a brand that's also been around for many, many years, and I love it. We use both of them probably every single day, because sometimes we like something smaller. Sometimes I need to use 2, have 2 going at once. But we love this so much, and we've had it for a long time now, and it's still in perfect condition. Use it every single day, and we just love these for cooking. And also, since it's cast iron, you actually get like small doses of iron in your food when you're cooking on these surfaces, which is kind of cool. Women, myself included, tend to be low in iron. Not that this is like an incredible source, but it's just kind of something cool and something that it's just a little bonus that I like about using these. Okay, so next up, keeping with the cast iron trend, an enamel Dutch oven. So a Dutch oven is basically like a big, heavy bottom cast iron pot. Now you can see the black here. This is a cast iron pot, but it's enamel, meaning it's coated, and it's not just like straight cast iron in there. So this is also from that brand Lodge, which is more affordable. You can find this, I can link all of these things down below. This I actually got on Amazon, as well as with the larger cast iron Lodge skillet. And I use these for everything. We don't have pots, like I literally don't own stainless steel pots anymore, because this is all I use. I do have one small like Le Creuset like saucepan, but I hardly ever use it. I never pull it out. Whenever I need to, cook pasta or oatmeal or soup or anything over the stovetop that's, I need more of a pot shape than a skillet, this is what I reach for. I love this one. I also have like a one from like the crock pot brand. I got it years ago. I don't even know if they make those anymore. I got it when I got married. I have like a random Martha Stewart brand one. You really only need one, maybe two, but I've just kind of expanded my collection, I guess, throughout the years. I also use these for baking bread. If you want nice crusty artisan loaves, you want to make sure you're cooking it, or baking it, I should say, in the oven inside of a Dutch oven. So we use this non-stop. If you get one of these big ones, you can use this for everything. You might need a second, but you could totally squeak by with just using one, and you wouldn't even need pots and pans. Okay, next up is a quality cutting board. I would say wood cutting board, but this one is actually bamboo. This was actually gifted to me and I love it. I use it every single day. You can see all the knife marks on here. It's very well loved. I pull this out every night when I am going to cook dinner because I'm always chopping up some kind of vegetable, usually always onions and garlic, and then whatever else, whatever other veg we're having with our dinner that night. So this is what I use every day. They're very sturdy. I prefer these over plastic just because I always prefer a natural material over plastic anyway, but these slide around a lot less. They're a little bit heavier, more heavy duty. It has been on my wish list to get one of like the big fat professional wood cutting boards. One day I will, but for right now this is what I'm using. Again, it's bamboo and I love it, and it gets a ton of use and it is still holding up beautifully. Okay, so next let's talk about cooking utensils. So first, obviously, you're going to need some kind of spatula. Now, when I first got married, I got a ton of like plastic utensils, spatulas and slotted spoons and ladles and all of that. But over time, I got rid of all of those and replaced them with non-plastic materials because when you're cooking hot food and you're using plastic, I mean, some of my spatulas were literally like melting. That plastic, you know, it's going to be releasing chemicals into your food, not the best. I like to have a pretty non-toxic or at least low-toxic home, so cooking utensils are a big one. So first off, spatula. So this is the OXO brand. It's a nice stainless steel. They are heavy duty. I will have these forever. I use them pretty much every single day. They're not scratched up. And also when you're using like a plastic spatula, like they're just kind of flimsy. These are so durable and they will last you a really long time. And again, they're not going to be releasing any kind of chemicals into your food. Along with that, wood cooking utensils are my other thing I'm reaching for. The only other thing that I'm using. I I didn't grab it, but I do have a ladle from the same brand, same thing. It's a stainless steel ladle. But other than that, I use wood utensils. So I have a mix of high-end, low-end. They all have held up really, really well. So this one, and I have another spoon of this. This is like a pure olive wood, which is like really nice material. I actually got these in Italy when I was there. But Williams-Sonoma carries really nice olive wood utensils. I'm sure you can find them all over the internet. This one is like a Martha Stewart brand, which is, you know, random. I don't think this is olive wood, but I could be wrong. It does not feel the same. But I use this almost every single day when I'm cooking. It's like a wooden spatula. Love it so much. And then I have no idea what brand this is, but again, just wooden utensils for cooking. They are durable. They will last you forever. And again, not plastic, which is important for me. Okay, so this is a rubber spatula, and this is another thing that I use constantly. So I think this one is actually, yeah, it's from Pampered Chef. Got it from like a Pampered Chef party many years ago. But I love it. You just need a good one, and this is just the one that I have and I use this all the time when I'm cooking, especially for refreshing my like sourdough starter. You need a good spatula so you can really get in there, scrape the sides, mix the flour and the water in there. And I use this constantly for that. I'm reaching for this all the time, and you just want to make sure you have a nice good one that's going to be sturdy and last you. Okay, next up, knives. So I have a whole set of knives, but this chef's knife is what I use every single day. I will sometimes use my other knives, but honestly, if you just get yourself like a nice chef's knife, you don't even necessarily need to buy a whole set. This is the brand J.A. Henckels. It's like a really well-known, high-quality knife company. I got these when I got married on a registry, and I have a whole set of them. They came in like the block, the whole 9 yards. But honestly, this is all I really use. Every once in a while, I'll use like a smaller paring knife. But this is really all I use. If you get like a really nice chef's knife, you will be set and you will be able to cut and chop and do all the things pretty much that you need to do. Okay, next, glass mixing bowls. So I am obsessed with these mixing bowls. They come in a pack of 2. I got these on Amazon a long time ago and I use these every day. Again, I prefer to use natural materials, glass and wood and cast iron over plastic any day. So I just prefer to use these. They're also just like heavier duty. I like when I'm like mixing on the counter, they're just kind of heavier and they stay in place versus like a plastic bowl, which is kind of like a little bit more, can be a little bit tougher to work with, I guess. Now these, like I said, come in a pack of 2. They are a 4-quart bowl and I use these daily. You know, anything we have to mix up, whether we're making like a Dutch baby for breakfast, or I'm making some kind of dough, anything, any kind of baking, we use these bowls. I literally don't have any other mixing bowls. This is all we use. I have 2 of them and that's perfectly fine for us. And we use these constantly. If I'm letting something like sourdough rise overnight, it's in here. If I'm thawing out meat in cold water in the sink, it's in here. This is just what we use for everything. We use them daily. They are very sturdy and I love them. Okay, next moving on to like measuring cups. Again, these are like a stainless steel. I used plastic ones for the longest time, but I prefer, as you know, to use something like this over plastic. I'm so glad that I replaced these. These are much more sturdy. I'm not worried about anything hot going in them in plastic. And again, these are gonna last me a really long time. I use these pretty much on a daily basis. Same with measuring spoons. I just grabbed a couple of mine. I got these when I got married and I don't even know where they're from. I can try and find something below and link them, but they're just really adorable. They have like roosters on the top, which was just foreshadowing, I guess, for me getting chickens later in life. But they're just nice, very sturdy, stainless steel. As you can see, all these things in my kitchen are sturdy. They last a long time. They can handle a lot of use and they're not plastic. Most of the time measuring spoons are plastic, but you can definitely find plenty that are not. These ones are like really cute, but you can just use like regular metal or stainless steel ones and they will last you a long time. Also for measuring cups, this is like a liquid glass measuring cup. This one is actually from the Magnolia brand, like the Joanna Gaines brand. And I just like it because it's cute and it's simple. I think Target sometimes carries these in her like her hearth and home section, but this is from like the Magnolia website that has like tons of decor. They have a lot of kitchen items as well. You can definitely find some good like wooden utensils on there. But I will link this below for you guys. It's nice to have because liquids don't measure the exact same in measuring cups as they do in one of these. So if you want to be precise about it, you can use this. Okay, and then the last thing I have, again, this is a minimalist list. I pared it down to the literal essentials, are just some flour sack kitchen towels. So I love these because one, they just look really rustic and simple and beautiful in my kitchen. I like how thin they are because I don't know, I just prefer that over like a terry cloth towel. I just feel like those maybe like hold on to like bacteria and stuff more. I feel like they get like stinkier faster. That could just be me. But I just prefer these flour sack ones. You can buy these on Amazon. I have plain white ones. I also have like cute printed ones. You can find tons of these on Amazon and I can link these ones below, but we use these for you know, washing dishes. I always have one hung up on this hook back here if we need to wipe up anything. But I also love these because they are great for if you like bread baking or making dough. Like last night we had sourdough pizza. The dough had to ferment on the counter overnight. I always like to cover them with these because they're just more like a tea towel than like a big thick terry cloth kitchen towel. So these are just what I prefer, and I'm slowly replacing all of my old terry cloth kitchen towels with these kind of as I go. So I'm gonna throw out something that works well, but as they get kind of ratty and old, I'm replacing them all with these because these are just my favorite. Okay, you guys, so those are my top essentials for the kitchen if you want to be cooking at home, healthy meals from scratch where you're doing all the preparation yourself. Those are the top things that you are probably going to need. Now, of course, there are other kitchen gadgets and, you know, there's any like fancy things like an Instapot or, you know, something more simple like a like a peeler to peel potatoes or carrots or something like that. Obviously, there are other items that you might want to have, definitely are going to want to have in your kitchen, but these, like I said, are the bare essentials. These are the things I reach for every single day. So if you are new to cooking and you're trying to build up like your arsenal of kitchen tools, these are definitely where I would start. Maybe you're working on your registry right now. These are all good things that I would definitely put on there. These are all things, like I said, I use daily, cook with daily. They have stood the test of time and they are just absolute essentials for me. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you learned something or you have a new thing that you want to grab for your kitchen. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. I'm just at Becca Bristow, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.